Mike, in a day and an age when most of these players leave after 3 years if they have first round quality talent and are stars in college football, Cam Sutton's a guy that we have been talking about forever. It seems like he's been in Knoxville for a long, long time. Was pretty much on the field for every game as a freshman and throughout his career. Suffered a few injuries in this past football season, but one of the better defensive backs in the SEC for his entire career.
Yeah, surprised a lot of people by coming back to Knoxville last season. Suffered an injury, never really recovered from that injury. So a lot of his, kind of his stock dropped. He probably would have been a first, definitely no less than a third round draft pick had he went pro last year. He'll probably not be that high this year. Again, he's going to be one of those guys, a lot like Dobbs, 4 through 6. But he never really recovered from that injury he suffered early in the season. So NFL teams will go back and they'll look at his freshman, sophomore, and junior highlights. And as long as he can prove to them through his combine and pro day performance that he's either better now or he's going to continue to get better, he'll be a good player. Solid fundamentally, didn't have the hype or the marketing that some of the Florida defensive backs had, but a fantastic cover corner. And what I think Cam Sutton's strength was, he is a little bit undersized to be a run supporting cornerback, but he was almost as good as a run supporting quarterback as he was as a cover cornerback. It's kind of he's one of those guys. Very rarely will you get a guy who's kind of elite level at both of those, which you have to be to go to the NFL, because if you're not, they'll run towards you. So he's one of those guys who I think is going to be a safe, sound pick for a team that's looking for either a nickel back or a weak side corner or boundary side corner in this draft. Maybe a team that has a year or two to develop him. Again, I think he'll go 4 through 6. Tremendous potential, tremendous upside, very little downside. Very athletic and can do the ball hawk as well. Had several interceptions, a couple interception returns for TDs. He's a defensive back he's a cornerback who can kind of do it all, both ball hawk, pass coverage, and run support.
7 career interceptions for Cam Sutton, and could factor into the return game for a particular NFL team. Did that a little bit more earlier in his career as opposed to as a senior.